Pisces, welcome to your April reading. I am so thrilled and honored and privileged to be getting to connect with you in this sacred space as we enter Aries season. You survived your birthday. You survived Pisces season. Congratulations. I want to just take a moment and tune in with Spirit, call in your guides, Pisces, call in source energy, your masters, your ascended masters. We're looking for any messages today, Spirit, that will best align Pisces with their highest selves, their highest paths, their highest good. We're looking for messages that only empower you and strengthen you, Pisces, and pump you up, and help you manifest the future that you actually want to manifest, or maybe I should say that your higher self wants to manifest for you. This is good for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And what resonates is what is meant for you. What doesn't is meant for someone else. Someone else in this beautiful chosen collective. So be gracious and only take what is yours. What are the messages for Pisces for the month of April? The current situation for Pisces, the obstacle, and the advice is what I want to know specifically. Pisces, that's you, Daughter of Cups. Okay, Mother of Wands. 10 of Wands. Ooh, this is already hitting home for this Pisces. Daughter of Cups or Page of Cups, Mother of Wands or Queen of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Wands. Pisces, you are in your feelings this month. I think a lot of it has to do with processing a lot of things that happened last month for you. Maybe sparked by your birthday, by this next revolution around the sun for you. I also think that there were things about Pisces season for you where there was a lot that was shaken up, a lot that was tested. If I remember your reading from last month, you were really given a lot of opportunities this last month to prove your faith, to prove your worthiness and your beliefs about yourself and your own abundance despite the conditions around you. Because there were some conditions that really, you were thrown into some conditions of lack where you would have had really just a perfect opportunity to victimize yourself. To feel unworthy, to feel less than, to feel not enough. So you are really feeling yourself this month, which is so beautiful. I'm seeing that some of you are coming into a time where you're able to feel really authentically you. Like it's almost like you went through such vulnerability recently that you just laid out all your cards on the table in something. Maybe it's a relationship. You've laid out all the cards in a relationship, a romantic one, a friendship, a family relationship, some situation, some creative situations for some of you. As an artist, you've laid out all your cards on the table. You've come clean. You're like, this is me. I'm not apologizing for it, or I'm not trying to fit myself into a specific mold of what I think I have to be in order to get what I want or be successful or you name it. So there really is a beauty, such a blessing for you this month of coming into yourself and really accepting yourself for who you are, being in your natural emotional flow and not stunting that or not trying to hide that or not trying to hold that in some kind of structure, but just being like, this is how I flow. I'm going to flow freely. You're also very curious, I think, about your emotional inner worlds, which, of course, are so rich, Pisces, as it is. You become, I think you're getting very quiet this month, observing those emotional tides and the direction that they're moving in. High tide, low tide of emotions, and getting really observant and aware of what happens to you inside before something happens outside and after something happens outside. So you're really just tuning into the nuances of your life in yourself and without yourself. Not without yourself, but that was an interesting way to phrase that. I was going to say in yourself and outside yourself, but I love that. You're attuning to the nuances with yourself and without yourself when you take ego out of the picture, when you disappear into your surroundings and you just become one with everything around you. You disappear into quantum existence of things. Energetic existence, right? So you're very sensitive to all of that this month. You're picking up, you have such sensitivity, and it really is such a superpower this month. Some of you might not feel that way. Some of you may be feeling overwhelmed by that. In fact, you may feel like it is complicating things for you, as many of you have felt that way really your whole lives. Being sensitive, being emotionally attuned, sometimes we are made to feel like that is more of a nuisance than anything else, or a weakness. So you really are fighting yourself, I think, Pisces, a bit to see that as something that you can use to empower yourself, to strengthen yourself. You can use it to your advantage. It isn't something that necessarily makes you weaker this month, or opens you up as a target this month. It actually empowers you. It actually can put you in a position where you have the upper hand. What is opposing that? We have this Mother of Wands. So while you are feeling yourself, while you're being really true to your authentic emotional selves, there is an influence here that kind of goes, that may feel like an opposing force to the emotional whirlwind inside of you. Or this opposing force could be in opposition to your emotional wellness. So you are seeking emotional wellness, you are seeking emotional intelligence, but what is misleading you is, or maybe what is taking you off course is gut instinct and desire. Now that gut instinct sometimes can be coming from a survival instinct. So you may have the emotional intelligence about a situation, but then you have a survival instinct that you learned when dealing with something dysfunctional in your past. That is still instinctual for you. It doesn't mean that it is supported or logical, or needed for that matter. So some of you are really battling between instinct and heart, gut and heart. And your heart in this situation is the one that actually knows the truth. Your instinct in this situation is limited by the primitive nature of human instinct, of human survival instinct. And you need to use your heart intelligence to rise above that instinct this month. For others of you, there is something that you want. This is a desire. This is something that you wish to create. This is something that is pulling you. It's like a magnet. You're like, this is my path. I know this is my path. This is my passion. I feel passionate about this. I feel activated when I look in this direction towards this thing, but it threatens my emotional peace. You feel like it threatens your emotional peace, or you feel like it threatens your emotional intelligence in some way. Maybe you feel like it undermines a lot of the other things that you're feeling. You're like, why am I feeling like I want to go in this direction? Or why do I feel pulled in this direction when I feel this, this, and this, and this? And so those things feel very at odds. And that is confusing. That is overwhelming. there is another subset of you for whom the Mother of Wands represents something different here. The Mother of Wands is a maternal figure in your life, someone with kind of a maternal influence on you, protective, passionate, instinctual in her protection and nourishment of you. And it doesn't have to be a she, obviously. This could be a he, but who has really, whose treatment of you is quite maternal. And this is, maybe this person is driven by their instinct and their desires for you, what they believe they want for you, what they believe is best for you, and so what they want for you. And that feels in direct opposition with what it is you feel about your life, with what your emotional intelligence is telling you. Maybe this figure thinks that they are protecting you from yourself. Or protecting you from an external threat, that you're too sensitive and too compassionate, loving, and maybe innocent to really understand. Like maybe this maternal figure sees you as being too naive, which is very Daughter of Cups energy, this like beautiful, innocent duckling, or baby swan maybe. Like you can't see a threat that's right in front of you because you are too generous in your view of the world. I just want to say this is what that person sees. This is not the truth, Pisces. Your emotional intelligence, your compassion, your loving perspective of the world, your generous perspective of others, all of those things are superpowers. They allow you to see actually a truth that this other person cannot see. Just know that they are acting to the highest of their intelligence and to the best of their ability, considering what they are able to see of the situation. And so this may be presenting this conflict. Now, whatever this Mother of Wands represented for you, I think I listed 3 or 4 things here. The solution for all of these things is really the same, which is to unburden yourself of commitments to other people, things that you have agreed to that really is not your business to agree to, contracts that aren't yours that you're trying to uphold. You don't have to uphold a contract that you never signed. You don't have to protect someone else's boundary for them. You don't have to be something that someone else expects you to be just because they are expecting that of you or they project that on you. 10 of Wands very much can be about committing ourselves, devoting ourselves to things and people that don't deserve the part of ourselves we have devoted to them. They have not earned that anyway. It's not like they're undeserving or they're unworthy. It's simply a law of nature that it's not theirs to have. That part of you is not theirs to have. But when we get in a 10 of Wands position, we kind of overextend ourselves. We think that we owe certain things to other people. We think that we can't say no to people. We let others cross our own boundaries because we didn't set those boundaries. And then we have so many commitments that we carry that are to others, not to ourselves, that we lose sight of our own path. The path that does belong to us becomes completely cloudy and foggy because we are carrying the maps of so many other people. We don't even have our own map. We don't have access to our own map anymore. So the advice here really is to unburden yourself in this way, to take a really conscious look, Pisces, at what is yours and what is not. What of these feelings that you are sensitive to, you alone are sensitive to, what can those feelings tell you about your path and about what's important to you? What does this tell you about what other people want for you versus what you want for you? your gut instinct, no, let me scratch that. What you are drawn to, the magnetism in you, your passions, where those things lead you. And also, what things are you doing out of instinct, survival instinct, rather than out of heart, emotional intelligence that are placing more burden on you, unnecessary burden on you? Like a burden to protect yourself from predators that aren't necessarily even there. Because that's becoming a full-time job for some of you, Pisces. Some of you are so in that survival mode that's becoming a full-time job. That is what the burden is all about. You are carrying so much just to survive that you're becoming not only overwhelmed by those mechanisms of survival, but overwhelmed by the conflict within you between those survival instincts and what your true deep emotions are telling you. Pisces, I hope this was clear. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you in your life, so feel free to comment. Open your heart to me in the comments below. It's an honor. Also, check out the link below to my Patreon. You can become a patron of mine for just a few dollars a month and really, really help me just propel this work further and onward. I want to be doing readings for you guys every single day of my life. I want to be supporting you guys every single day of my life. And I really can't do that without your support. So anything that you can offer, there's a lot of goodies and bonuses you get by being a patron, so definitely check it out below in the link to my Patreon. If you can't do that, please like and subscribe to this channel. Spread this channel, share this channel with people in your life who may be struggling right now and need some encouragement and support that comes from something outside of themselves. Yeah. That's my message. I love you so much, Pisces. I'm rooting for you as always, and I'll see you next time.